Hi everyone, I'm Diogo from Blockbusters, one of the representatives of our main project, QUDO, and I'm here with Tiaan. Tiaan is the main developer of Skermunkel. Hi Tiaan, how are you?
Not too bad on yourself, Diogo. How are you doing?
I'm good as well. So yeah, Skermunkel is one of the two game studios that we have right now, and they already have time early waits available on the dashboard. You are more than welcome to test the game. And since we have Tiaan here, we're gonna ask him a few questions to know more about his journey to become a game developer, and of course, some questions about his game, time early waits, and maybe a few more games that he is already planning to add on QUDO. We'll see. So Tiaan, when did you start developing games, and what made you start?
Yeah, that age-old question. Well, basically, when I was 5 years old, that first NES controller I picked up, my dad got me that NES for my birthday. That just sparked everything. I knew what I wanted to do with my life. My development itself started around age 8. I started dabbling into creating Duke Nukem 3D maps. I know that's a little bit rebel for an 8-year-old, but I turned out fine. Yeah, on top of that, I also made some small little mods for Command & Conquer Red Alert, and also made some small click and play games. Upgraded to some basic coding at around age 12, fell out of it, like just the normal black and white screen, well, text screen of just code bored me at that age. But yeah, at around 15, when my mom and dad got me a 3D game studio A6 old middleware engine.
Awesome.
That was my first middleware engine. That's when it re-popped off again, like it kind of reinvigorated everything again. And yeah, like from there, I teamed up with my high school friend, Alexander Ehlers. We dabbled a bit, made some small little games after school. Once at the end of high school, though, it tapered off a little bit, got a little bit distracted by anime, punk, and girls. Yeah, the usual.
Yeah.
But yeah, after high school and film school, I decided it's now or never. If I want to make games, I'm going to just sit down, buckle down, and make games. And yeah, in 2013, picked up the Unity engine, and Alex and I started our first studio, Scorpio Games. Back in 2018, I started Skermunkel because I just felt I need my own personal studio for my own crazy ideas. Yeah, and as for why, it's video games. It's I feel it's the ultimate form of the art form of gameplay, which I think is actually a very old art form, and it's actually a very misunderstood art form. And I had to put my 2 cents in there. I couldn't pull myself away from it. So yeah, that's about it.
Awesome, Tiaan. That's quite an awesome journey you got there. Really interesting. So, can you tell us more about Time Early Waits? What kind of game is it?
I would label Time Early Waits probably as an indie abstract adventure. Kind of taking that abstract nature of the environments, and the main mechanic is basically you being able to slow down time and re-normalize it at will. And you have to use this ability to basically solve puzzles and overcome environmental obstacles. You take on the role of a soldier who's basically in the middle of a post-apocalypse. Earth has been destroyed. Humanity's stuck in small little space colonies. And yeah, the only contact on Earth is basically small little military groups that try to find a way to get Earth back to normal. You basically get tasked to track down a missing engineering team. But when you arrive on the site, you accidentally get sucked into a weird dimension where, now you have to use your ability to slow down time to basically make your way out and hopefully ultimately actually find a solution to humanity's catastrophe.
Oh, that's awesome. So actually, I'm quite curious. Why did you decide to integrate QUDO into your games? I know I reached out to you about it, but what made you jump into this project?
Well, I was actually looking for about a year ago. So for about the last year, I've been looking to get into blockchain gaming, and it's a concept that really fascinated me, and it's something that I still feel will be the next revolution. Not just blockchain will be the next revolution for everything, but I mean, even specifically blockchain gaming just for gaming. So I wanted to get into it, looked at a few different possibilities, joined up as a gamer, played around just to check it out, but nothing truly really clicked with me. It kind of didn't, nothing felt like an approachable, easy system for a small indie to dip their toes into and actually get into. So I kept looking, and yeah, like about end last year, when I came upon you guys, something just told me I need to approach you and I need to ask what's up, what you got cooking. And yeah,
Awesome. We love to hear that, and we are more than grateful to have you here. You are really interested in the platform. We help us a lot on improving, give us enormous great feedback. It's awesome. I know I already asked you about what kind of game is Time Hardly Waits, but now I'm just curious, where did the idea come from? Because it's quite chaotic, the game, and the idea that you already explained before.
Time Hardly Waits it's the first project that I actually realized that aha moment, that the importance of that eureka moment where you need a strong core game mechanic, and that's pretty much where I got it from. At first, I only sat with cool environments, with vague themes of abstract and time, and I didn't know how to actually connect this with something entertaining. And so I looked at my previous game, Verloren Verstand, and I kind of looked at like what was missing there, what could I have done better? And I felt the main thing that was missing was a core mechanic, a core consistent game mechanic. So as soon as I kind of like just looked at the themes that I had, and I thought, okay, time, let's do something with time. And as soon as I got that slowing down mechanic, everything else pretty much just flowed from there.
Great stuff. I don't know if you remember this game. I used to play this game when I was younger. It's called Prince of Persia, and it also had like a mechanism where you could. It's like go back in time. And when I tried your game for the first time, it kind of remembering that. Of course, the ambient is way different. Now you use like in a chaotic post-apocalypse world kind of, and with Prince of Persia, you go with sands. Like I don't know if it's where it is exactly. Yes. I don't know what's the exact place that the game is happening, but the ambient and the scenarios are way different. But it kind of resembles, maybe because of the time, I don't know. So yeah, I know we already know, everyone already knows that we offer network rewards, but besides network rewards for the time that players spend playing your game, what kind of rewards can we expect from Time Hardly Waits?
Well, so far I've already got achievements worked in. Still tweaking them a little bit and just testing them out, and try and get getting their unlocking spaces and amounts just perfect. But yeah, achievements are definitely coming. And I haven't thought of high score rewards yet. As it's a single player, traditional single player game, it's not something that I originally had in mind, but I really do like QUDO's unique approach to high score rewards. So that's something that I can really, I think I can cook something up interesting in the near future.
Awesome. And what about in-app purchases? Were you thinking about adding in-app purchases on Time Hardly Waits?
So far, two main ones. I'm going for the all-you-can-eat approach. Basically, just one full unlock, no restrictions, no bothering, nothing. Yeah, that's. I think that's more or less a given for the majority of story-based single-player games. That should be a given. But on top of that, I also want to give players a more granular option for their gameplay scheduling and spending, where they can basically just for a very small fee just convert their current checkpoint from a temporary checkpoint to a permanent checkpoint. That way, if they leave the game and they come back, they can literally pick up where they left off, as opposed to in the completely free version. And if they don't, obviously, buy the latest checkpoint, they would just move to the latest levels first checkpoint. So
Awesome.
yeah.
It's really
Not losing
cool.
too much, but you always want that convenience. Yeah.
It's really cool that you are able to take the most out of the QUDO features inside your game, even though you developed the game before you knew QUDO. So it is amazing that even your game was not in development when you found out about QUDO. You can actually integrate QUDO without being that intrusive. You can actually integrate it and play with it and actually be one more tool for your players to use inside your game.
Thanks, I try.
Awesome. Was it hard to integrate QUDO into your game?
Not at all. That's probably the easiest Unity plugin ever.
That's good to know. That's good to know.
Drag and drop.
I know we already have a lot of updates because we are approaching the mainnet launch. What kind of QUDO features are you more excited about?
Oh, that's an easy one. NFT. I know you guys haven't made it official yet, and I don't want to. I don't know any of it yet, but the rumors that I've heard, yeah, NFTs. Like, I've got some crazy ideas for my next game, so it needs to be in there.
Awesome. We'll really love to hear about the ideas regarding NFTs. And yeah, it's not official yet. It's already on our roadmap, but we haven't showed what we are thinking. One of the things that I can talk in advance is that we want to bring interoperability of NFTs, which is something that we think is great, and it's something that's missing on the NFT universe. We already talked about time hourly waits, but I know that you already have 2 more games coming up. Can you talk to me a bit more about them?
Yeah, my next 2 babies that I'm going to be stuck with for a while. Operation Boomslang and Cedina. Operation Boomslang is my next planned title. That will be as soon as I finish Time Hardly Waits full release, which is hopefully later in April. Don't have that much left to do with it. And then hopefully I can start full on development with Operation Boomslang in May next month. It's basically a twin stick top down action arena multiplayer shooter. 4 players are basically pinned in a 1-screen arena, each having their own little corner. They can't directly access each other's sections, but with a crisscrossing center and moving walls all around, you can really start messing with people and their territories. On top of that, there's also an infinite spawning of treasure boxes and wild creatures for you to hunt. And then you kind of have to balance your 3 goals of getting player kills, getting treasure, and getting hunting points, and you kind of using everything together to buy temporary power-ups in order to help you to do even better. At the end of the round, you'll be scored on basically how many player kills, how many treasure, and how many hunting points you have. So it's up to you on how much you save up, how much you spend, how you use your resources, and you can be graded on 3 different ways. Yeah. And yeah,
sounds great.
As you see, I can't wait to start working on that. Like, I'm super excited for that game.
Yeah, I saw a few images about Cedina. It seemed like a strategic puzzle game, right?
Cedina is a twin stick jump and gunner. That I've dubbed it as that. It's more like your traditional side-scrolling platformer, like your Mario's, like your a little bit more actiony. I've dubbed it as a twin stick jump and gunner, as it basically combines twin stick shooting, side-scrolling platforming, and run and gun. You take on the role of the last remaining uncorrupted rock golem, whose realm of nature has been taken over by interdimensional space pirates and their evil machinery. And yeah, you have to master the 5 sacred seeds, each with their own unique uses. And you need to basically take back the realm from the evil pirates, space pirates, and their machinery. The game has a very strong emphasis on a constant symbiotic relationship between the player and the enemies, where the player is constantly in need to steal basically everything from the enemies and vice versa. And this is everything from your abilities, your weapons, your ammo, and even your health itself. So yeah, but that's definitely my double I project. I would need a publisher.
When can we expect for these games to be? I know it's hard for you to say an exact date, but when can you expect perhaps Operation Bloomslang?
The alpha for Operation Boomslang, I want to get out at around June. I've already got Cedina? A lot of. Cedina might be a year or two off, depending on if I can get a publisher. Like if I can get a reasonably sized, well-adjusted co-publisher to help with funding and help with marketing, then Cedina can happen quicker. But yeah, it's definitely one of those higher scope, higher complexity games, something that I haven't really done before, and it's not something that I want to take on alone. I want to do it justice. I want to do it properly.
Which of those games are you more interested in integrating NFTs?
Oh yeah, of course.
Which one?
Probably. Which one? Definitely Operation Boomslang. I've already got specific NFT ideas for that one.
Oh, so you need to share those with us.
Definitely. I would love to show what I got cooking.
That's awesome. So yeah, thanks Tiaan for joining us. Time Hourly Waits are already available on the QUDO dashboard. So go to games.qudo.io and see where you can download and play Time Hourly Waits. And of course, don't forget to log in with your QUDO account and collect the network rewards and all the achievement rewards that Tiaan has prepared for you guys. If you want to know more about Skermunkel Game Studio and all the games that he has been working on, please follow Skermunkel on social media and check the Skermunkel Studio website also at games.qudo.io. Thanks, Tiaan. Thanks for being with us. And of course, follow us also on social media, on our Discord channel and on the QUDO's Telegram as well. Thank you guys, and have a nice day.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye, everyone.